In the not-so-distant past, two technological advancements forever altered the course of human history. It all began with the advent of the internet, an intricate web of data that interconnected the world like never before. The World Wide Web became a portal to unlimited knowledge, a gateway to far-flung communities, and a platform for unprecedented collaboration. And then a pocket-sized device emerged, forever changing the way we engage with technology, the iPhone. With its sleek design and intuitive interface, it turned the internet into a personal companion, a constant presence in our lives. The boundaries between the virtual and the physical world blurred, and our screens became an extension of ourselves. We found ourselves immersed in a digital universe, a world that promised boundless opportunities and uncharted territories. But as screens became an integral part of our lives, a new set of challenges emerged. Our screen time skyrocketed, our attention spans wavered, and our relationships underwent a profound transformation. We began to grapple with the consequences of our digital dependency. We're physically present, yet mentally absorbed in the virtual world. Matt and I hit the streets to determine for ourselves the extent and severity of this phenomenon, and what we can do to reconnect ourselves with the outside world.
Yo, would you like to be in an interview?
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
Shirzad.
Brusso, Mr.
Keanu.
Graham?
My name is Ryan Liu.
Kim. My name is Kim.
Natalie Still.
How much screen time do you have every day?
About 4 hours.
About like 5 hours a day.
I average 1 hour and 41 minutes. I only know because I get the notification.
What's your daily screen time?
Like 8 hours.
10-hour plus.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
Yes, most definitely.
I'm not sure. I spend a lot of time at work. It's probably 8 hours of work time that's on a screen. And another 2 hours outside of work.
Without looking at my screen time, I'm going to guess 2 to 3 hours.
What app do you use the most?
Probably Instagram.
What do you do on Instagram?
I be like watching Minecraft reels, scrolling through, procrastinating,
I do participate in social media, and I read the news online and other things like that. But yeah, for my work, I spend most of my time on a computer.
Okay, what social media apps do you use?
Strava.
Instagram.
Is that your most used app?
Yes.
I use like TikTok a lot, and I like Instagram.
What apps do you use for the majority of the screen time?
YouTube and Valorant.
Do you use social media?
Barely.
Any social media?
No. I deleted it all 2 years ago.
Why did you quit social media?
I was finding that I was spending way too much time on my phone and on social media and worrying about things that had absolutely nothing to do with my real life. And especially during COVID was when I quit. I found that there was so much other life I could live by not being on my phone. And so I quit, and it was really hard at first because it was so much of a part of my life. But after a couple months, it was a lot better.
Do you think you spend too much time on a screen?
Yes.
What would you do to make changes to that screen time or to decrease it?
Use my phone less, and probably focus more on other activities.
Would those activities include like going outside and spending time away from the screen?
I hope.
Do you think that you're on your phone too much?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's a good or bad thing?
No, it's not a good thing. Absolutely, yes, it's not a good thing.
Do you think that this has an impact on your overall well-being?
Yeah, man, it's been taken away from my social life. I haven't been able to like go out.
Do you think that lessening the screen time will have a benefit on your health and your overall like well-being?
Oh yes, for sure. Yeah.
What can you do to decrease your screen time?
Touch grass.
Can you elaborate?
Go outside, do some other things like biking maybe.
Do you play sports?
Yes.
So that would help.
Yeah, for sure.
That's okay. Are you happy with your screen time?
I think that it's reasonable. It'd be nice to have some more time when I wasn't necessarily on screens with people.
And like, are you okay with your screen time as of now?
Yeah, there's always room to improve.
Would you be willing to try and make changes to limit the amount of screen time you get?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, thank you. Oh, and what's the quote of the day?
Life is what happens when you're not using social media.
Thank you.
From these interviews, we see a unique perspective on screen time. For some, it is a non-issue and doesn't hold them back from who they want to be. For others, it is one of the demons they are fighting against, a part of their life that seems to have control over them. A common thread between these two extremes is that our electronics take away a lot from our lives. While yes, screens are important in helping us complete our jobs, connect with others, and be entertained, they are not the end-all be-all. After all, there is so much more to life than a phone screen, and we're never going to experience it if we don't tear our eyes away from our screens. Matt and I chose to make this documentary in light of recent events. The virtual reality market is growing, especially with Apple's recent product. While the technology is impressive, VR violates the very core of human interaction, the face-to-face interaction that makes us human. When everything in our peripheral vision becomes virtual reality, what's stopping us from leaving this utopian destination? What's going to happen to the real world? And most importantly, what's going to happen to us?